By now, the entire world knows about Little St. James, Epstein's pedophile island. But what about the other island, Great St. James? Purchased in 2016, a place where, according to USA Today, boats could anchor in Christmas Cove, a place where you could hang out and order pizza and have it delivered via boat. This video is brought to you in part by our friends at SD Bullion, where right now, if you click the banner at the top of sgtreport.com, you can get the 1-ounce Tree of Life 999 fine silver coin, part of the 2019 Truth Coin series, for as low as $17.61 per ounce. And remember, with SD Bullion, any order over $100 gets free shipping. These absolutely beautiful pure silver coins come directly from the New Zealand Mint, and they'll be a terrific addition to your stack. So click the banner at the top of sgtreport.com and check out the 2019 Tree of Life silver coin exclusively at sdbullion.com. I'll leave the link below this video. YouTube's Rusty Shackelford, whose 4K drone footage of Little St. James Island has gone viral across the internet, may want to consider a flyover of Great St. James, a far bigger island, more than twice the size of Little St. James, also owned by Jeffrey Epstein. As for the pizza available in Christmas Cove, perhaps it's innocent enough or a sign of more sinister things on Great St. James Island. Knowing that the elite love symbolism and coded language, perhaps the existence of the pizza boat in Christmas Cove is what led Jeffrey Epstein to purchase Great St. James Island in 2016. According to TripAdvisor.com, the Pizza Pie boat lives in Christmas Cove at Great St. James Island off the east end of St. Thomas. According to this July 11, 2019 USA Today article, locals weren't too wild about Epstein's island purchase. He wasn't well received, recalled Spencer Consalvo, a St. Thomas native who runs a tourist shop. Quote, "People think he's too rich to be policed properly." Upon digging a little further into Great St. James Island, which to date has received precious little publicity from either the mainstream or alternative news media, I found this July 9, 2019 article from Pulitzer Prize-winning newspaper The Virgin Island Daily News, titled, "Construction Appears to Continue on Great St. James." Journalist Suzanne Carlson writes, "The status of multi-millionaire sex offender Jeffrey Epstein's illegal construction activity on Great St. James Island remains unclear. Photos in recent weeks appear to show that construction is ongoing despite a stop work order from the Virgin Islands Department of Planning and Natural Resources." Friends, this article reminds us that Epstein purchased Little St. James, which is off the east end of St. Thomas, in 1998. And according to DPNR Commissioner John Pierre Orid, regarding construction on that island, quote, "I wouldn't say it went by the book," end quote. On 2 occasions, the department issued stop work orders after building activity on Little St. James went, quote, "beyond the scale of permitted plans," end quote. And Oriel said the department issued a civil penalty in 2016 for between $140,000 and $180,000. In that same year, 2016, Epstein purchased Great St. James Island for $18 million and began construction on a new compound soon after. Permit application documents and site plans on file show that Epstein is planning a complex of buildings across the approximately 160-acre island, connected by private road. The plans include a barge dock, 2 homes, cottages, an amphitheater, gardens, a marine electrical cable, solar array and generator, storage building, security building, work shed, machine shop, and, quote, "an underwater office and pool." The permit application addresses mitigation efforts for endangered corals in the Virgin Islands tree boa, which was spotted on the island during site visits, and indicates that the public will still have free access to the island's shoreline, which includes Christmas Cove, a popular boating site and home to floating restaurant Pizza Pie. But Oriel said in May that these plans were not followed, and CZM issued Epstein a stop work order on December 21st. Despite that order, construction activity on the island has been ongoing and includes, quote, "an excessive amount of additional roadways that have been carved out of the island. There have been 2 jetties. Fill material has been placed in the submerged lands, so there's evidence of work going beyond what was initially applied for. The exact amount of things is still yet to be determined," Oriel said. at the time. Oriel went on to say the department is working to tally up Epstein's violations, and he could theoretically be on the hook for more than $1 million in fines. Prosecutors said they were moving to seize Epstein's New York townhouse in connection with the sex trafficking case. The property in New York is valued at between $56 million and $77 million. Now, circling back to that comment from St. Thomas native Spencer Consalvo, who said people feared that Epstein was too rich to be policed properly, it seems that evidence backs up that sentiment. With credit to our friend James D., and according to the Daily Caller, Cecil DeJong, the wife of the former governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands from 2005 to 2015, John DeJong, was on the board of the Jeffrey Epstein IV Foundation, and in 2012, the date of the article, was employed by Epstein's financial trust company as its office manager. The article from the Daily Caller goes on to say Epstein, Mrs. DeJong's employer, has also received tax breaks from the Virgin Island Economic Development Corporation. Skipping down, the article states Governor John DeJong and the tax break program have come under increased scrutiny in recent months. Of course, this article is from 2012. According to a knowledgeable source inside the U.S. Department of Justice, DeJong accepted part of a $20 million cash bribe payout from alleged financial criminals who are under sealed federal indictments in exchange for favors from his administration. Friends, the rabbit hole runs deep in this case. As Q says, those who know cannot sleep. And the strange goings-on in the Virgin Islands continue. We'll remind viewers of this July 21st, 2016 article from the Virgin Islands Consortium about the bizarre video showing the husband of Delegate to Congress Stacey Plaskett, Jonathan Buckney Small, who was being recorded by the Congresswoman. The video shows Plaskett's husband naked, wearing eyeshadow and lipstick, and even more disturbing, one of the couple's female children, appearing to be between 5 and 7 years old, appearing behind her father. The video begs the question, what was the child doing in the same room with whom appeared to be the child's naked, lipsticked father, with the child's mother, Miss Plaskett, videotaping the moment? Now, innocent family video or not, the activities on Jeffrey Epstein's islands, plural, and his power over local officials are now forever tied together, and those who looked the other way as children were trafficked to and from Little St. James Island for 2 decades are 100% complicit in Epstein's hideous, horrific crimes. We'll leave you with this 2007 photo, allegedly taken at the New York City home of Epstein's former lover, confidant, and by some accounts child procurer, Ghislaine Maxwell. This disturbing art reminds us of John and Tony Podesta's taste in art. Note the well-known boy-lover pedo symbols all over the red cloth. And, as noted by CloverChronicle.com, what also appears to be a similar symbol atop the head of the satanic-looking figure. The boy-lover symbols are well documented by the FBI among symbols used by pedophiles, and this one is eerily reminiscent of the logo used by Washington, D.C.'s Besta Pizza before the Comet Ping Pong Pizzagate story blew up. But that's a whole other story. We'll end with this quote from Serial Brain 2, as shared recently on the channel, and we know, yes, we were being invaded, mind-controlled, eaten, and replaced by species coming from other dimensions who, in complicity with the cabal, puppet politicians, and big tech, were hoping to put the last nail in the coffin through the election of the witch. Unfortunately for them, Trump won. Ephesians 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Friends, thank you so very much for tuning in. Despite YouTube's attempts to destroy this channel, you're keeping us alive with help from my patrons. Thank you so much. And for those who haven't done so already, download the Brave browser. I'll leave the link below this video. It's a great way to take a bite out of Google, whose Chrome is spying on you. Brave is more than twice as fast and won't ever spy on you. So download the Brave browser. The link's below. Don't forget to install it and give it a try. You'll be glad you did. And for real news 24/7, you can visit us directly at sgtreport.com. Just say no to Google. Type it into your DuckDuckGo search engine, sgtreport.com, the antidote to corporate propaganda and Mockingbird mainstream media lies 24/7. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.
The deep state is panicked and they're desperate. And let me tell you who the deep state should fear the most. And that is other deep state players that are talking to authorities such as John Durham and to A.G. Barr.